Let's go, Spencer Rattler. I am starting to see people who know more ball than me say that the Saints should make him their franchise quarterback. We haven't even seen, Tyler, what the shuck is going on with the second round pick because Spencer Rattler has been quote unquote balling. We're going to hit the tape, and obviously we start here with the slight underthrow to Chris Olave, but it's still good enough of a throw to get an explosive play down the field. Third and medium, and we start off third and medium, and they are trying to hit Chris Olave on this shallow drag, and he very clearly slips. Okay, so he slips while also turning to the inside, which gives this DB indication that he is indeed running a shallow drag, which is very common on third and medium. Rattler is under heavy pressure, and he throws the football, and they never actually call this PI when the DB comes around to swipe it and actually pulls and holds himself on the back of the receiver. So should that be PI? I'll let you be the judge. One big thing about Rattler's early NFL career is the rushing. He has done a good job when defenses give him a wide open lane to run through to actually take the yards. And this honestly is really good pocket maneuverability. Okay, you can see the footwork is getting a little choppy. We rarely want to be in this scenario, but he is able to step up and find a way through. That's a good job getting 90 on the turf right here by number 70, Trevor Penning. And now Spencer Rattler steps up and takes the yards that are indeed given to him. Now, one thing I will say, if it is third or fourth and we're scrambling here, we want to avoid the foot first slide because they always give you a bad spot on those, but it is enough for a first. And then one of my favorite Saints gets involved here. That is indeed Foster Moreau. One of the best things to do is just run quick outs. Obviously, this could be an RPO or just a throw all the way. I think it is an RPO. You throw the football out to Moreau, and then you pick up good yards here. We'll take that all day, every day. Really good use of formation here. Put AK out wide, give away its man coverage with the linebacker being out there, and then you throw him the football. Protection is really good across the way anyway. So we're just playing pitch and catch. Really, really, really good stuff. Third and Chapatulas here. You might as well just hit your check down to live to fight another down. And that is exactly what Rattler does. It's still early in this game. You're never picking up all these yards. And AK is an absolute freak. Maybe he's able to pick something up here. So this is an interesting stat. Alave and Shaheed have both played 6 games. Shaheed 36 targets, and, well, Olave has 64 targets. Do you think Shaheed begins to gain more traction because, well, these last couple of games he's been cooking with Spencer? Really good throw, really good catch here. This is a very interesting wrinkle, design QB run game, okay? This could just be a pull read, but honestly, with Moreau pulling around the way that he did, it looks as if this was a QB run the entire way. And I actually like doing this in the red zone. And all you're hoping for is that your QB doesn't take a big hit, and he doesn't here. Man, really sexy design right here by Kellen Moore. You have an offensive lineman out here, so you're thinking that they're going to do something spicy on this side. Instead, you're running Taysom Hill to the right. Moreau gets a decent block off the edge to seal it. And, of course, come on, one of the best red zone weapons you'll ever see scores. There is no bigger first half play of the Saints season than this right here to Chris Olave. And I remember a few years ago there was a PFF tweet where it said Olave had no drops on the season, and that was all the way back in 2023. Okay? Once again, personality-wise, he's an interesting guy. He's gone through quite a few injuries, and body language-wise, you go back to the Derek Carr days, it wasn't ever really that pretty. You get to here, and yes, this ball is not perfectly thrown, but the tracking of the ball could have been better, okay? He is running pretty fast right here. Everything is happening really, really, really fast. It does hit him in the fingertips. It is difficult, but come on. Come on. Let's get to one of Spencer Rattler's better plays on the season. And it starts off with a tiny, tiny miss. Okay. And it is debatable. Once again, it's important to follow guys like Kurt Warner who have actually played the game at a high level so you can have an understanding on how progressions actually work. So we get here to the bottom of the screen. Rattler is working the running back and the tight end on the smash concept, and it is guarded to perfection. Okay. But you then work to the backside of this play. And by the way, the smash here, you're reading this corner. Now, once again, pre-snap, you have to know this is zone. This is Christian Gonzalez going up against Alvin Kamara. This is one of the best corners in the NFL. You can see he's playing this about as perfect as you could play it. All right. Now we go to the backside of this play, and this dig should be here a good chunk of the time, and it's there. Okay. You need to throw this ball. All right. So now Rattler is in a world of trouble. He steps up, and this is a really, really, really good job right here by the right tackle to come clean up some business right here. And now Rattler is off to the races, and AK-41 is right there for the scramble drill. Okay, really, really, really good stuff by Rattler. So it was a mixture of not good QB play, but also some really creative playmaking. Okay, we'll take it. All right, and this is why you're going to get some Spencer Rattler wet blanket analysis from your boy. So you saw him just miss the dig over the middle to Chris Olave. Now he's trying to throw the dig to Rashid Shaheed, and this is just not there. Okay, so let's start with the protection. Protection breaks down over the middle. Okay, you have a one-on-one here with the left guard and the DT, and he gets tripped and put to the ground. That is, I believe, Trevor Penning. So there is a lot of pressure through that A-ish B gap right up the gut, okay? And that heavily affects a shorter quarterback. Once again, Rattler isn't really that big of a guy, so getting this football up and down is going to be difficult anyway. It's already tough for him to do it. Now, you can do it as a shorter quarterback. Obviously, the guy that used to play here was the best. I'm actually wearing a shirt with Drew Brees on it. His analysis is the best on First Take right now. But this is just a ball you can't throw. All right, it is 2nd and 17. We can work this, okay? You have 2 downs to work with here. You're down by 9 in the third quarter near plus territory. This is throwing the game away, okay? Obviously, 53 makes a really good play that very easily could have been picked. It is a good play by 53. It's not the absolute worst thing. He didn't throw it straight to him, but AK-41 is also hot, or he's on fire. All right, 3rd and 17. And this was something else that the great Kurt Warner brought up in his analysis. Running 2 verticals in the same exact area of the field. So, the spacing gets a little weird. I'm fine with it. There's different creative ways you can run with this. But, you have 2 verticals here. Your hope here is that these verticals take this corner out and you can work Alave in this space right here. Okay? So the all-22 kind of cuts off Rattler here, which is okay. Let's check the protection like we always like to do when we do the all-22 reps. You're seeing a twist stunt being run, and Kellen Banks picks up this guy, but he's not able to pick up the twister. You could work AK-41, but he's getting tackled pretty quickly, and this is just never really pretty. It's not what I would like to do. I would prefer one of those verticals to be on the opposite side of the field, and Olave almost makes a really good catch and also almost gets picked, and now it's 4th and 17, okay? I prefer a check down in that spot, and maybe you could pick it up. The Commanders had a huge check down in a similar spot versus the Bears that should have won in the game. You could see that breakdown down below, but it's just not good. When you're up by 2 possessions and you see good throws, sometimes you do wonder, hey, is the defense just playing softer because they are up 2 possessions? It's just something, but this is ridiculously good quarterback play. Good pitch and catch to an open Alave, and let's see if he can make something happen after the catch. I have no idea why he's going Spider-Man, jumping up in the air like that. But it works, okay? He is able to keep his feet and fall forward for a few. 3rd and 6, really no need to check the all-22 here because the protection is just not where it needs to be. They're bringing slot corner blitz from the opposite side, and AK-41 doesn't pick it up all that great. And now Rattler is needing to step up here, and he takes a sack, if you will. It's not a bad sack, but still. Ugh. Okay, this is really, really, really high-level stuff, okay? So right here, they're running a vertical with Shaheed, and it's actually a dagger concept to the inside. I know it gets cut off here, but, I try to keep the all-22 to a minimum because my algorithm tells me to not do too much all-22 because you guys drop out, and that's okay, all right? But he sits in there while taking a hit and then throws this really well. It could not really have been placed any better than Olave's a difficult guy to evaluate because you do sympathize for him with the concussions and everything that he's had to battle through. And yes, Rattler is very late on this. Okay, so we have a deep drop here. And, well, he steps up. The comeback route here to Alave is there. So he stops. It's there. And, well, he's running while he throws it. Was there really a need for him to do that? I don't know. This ball is indeed still catchable. Now, better throw on the screws here. Olave's catching it and doing something with it. And this is, the chance for you to go down and win the game. Like I said at the beginning, the film community freaking loves him, some Spencer Rattler, because he does play a noble quarterback position. He is out there grinding. He is a bit of an underdog story as well. And there is a lot to like. The PFF grades like him, and the QBRs are good. But he doesn't have a 250-yard passing game. I know that's arbitrary and can be overrated. He's also 1 in whatever as a starter. I think like 1 in 10. And to me, I just don't see it. And then you have a chance on this 4th and 7 to extend this game. There was something there. He decides to not work this. It is indeed covered. So he goes to the backside. And Shaheed is there. And there is some separation here on Christian Gonzalez. And it's sailed. And that's your game. So comment below if you disagree with me. But I just don't know if this is a build your franchise around guy. It is. Power Hour NFL. Boom. Tonight, we're doing chicken.